We are live. So exciting. Happy Monday. Look at us. Hey, everybody. I am coming to you from just outside Boston, and I am Allison Lane, your resident marketing strategist for authors. And I can tell you that whatever you're doing, you're not alone. And I'm telling you this for sure. You can check me out. You're not alone. Whoever you are, wanting to write your book, wanting to promote your book, wanting to pitch your book, wanting to pitch media, we're all in it together. There's a lot of conflicting information out there, and it makes it hard to figure who to trust and how to coordinate and move forward when you have conflicting information. So I'm going to share with you what I know and what has worked for my clients, and having run marketing and PR for global brands for 25 years, and now I help thought leaders and storytellers and individuals of all sorts get published and figure out their path to publishing, because everyone's different. It's just like eye color. You can still have blue eyes, but they're going to be different than your neighbors or your daughters or whoever. So this is a quick round. This is, let's call it a speed round of Q&A, some questions that have come up to me in the last week or so. I mean, I probably get 24 a week, but let's just go with these. And if you have other questions, of course, please share, and I will answer those too. Also, do me a favor and let me know where you're coming from. Since I am broadcasting from StreamYard, I will not see if you're on Instagram or if you're on Facebook or if you're coming from LinkedIn. I will not see your name unless you say, hey, this is Allison, and I'm tuning in from your Facebook community. So let us hop in. Let me also say, if you have not already joined my Facebook page, it's at Allison Lane Literary, or you can go to Allison Lane Lit. I give a lot of clear, practical steps to publishing and also to marketing yourself, because if you are not a PR pro, you're never going to know how to promote your book in the most efficient way. You for sure can learn how to promote your book or publicize your book, but before you try and tackle it yourself and get yourself in a vortex of chaos, I would say don't do that, and just ask me a question and I will answer it, because I would rather save you many tears and also get you closer to the people who need your message. So let's hop in to the Q&A here. And these questions are, let's see, here's a question. Can I post this on social? This is a broad question. Okay, this is a broad question, and it comes in a lot of forms. I just got this. I took this picture at an event, and somebody else is in the picture. Can I post this on social? Or I got so and so endorsed my work. Can I post this on social? So and so gave me a testimonial for my book. Can I post this on social? And the answer is yes, of course you can post it on social. These people are not giving you their words so that you can put them in a drawer. They also are totally aware that they took a picture with you, and they don't, unless they say to you, don't send that to anybody, that's just for us. And that, if it's like behind closed doors and you're in a bathroom, I don't know your life, but if that's what is happening, for sure, keep that stuff to yourself. In fact, no bathroom pictures are ever appropriate. I think that's just a good rule. Everything else up for grabs, because for sure, you went to like a book signing and you took a photo with the author. Yes, post that, but also listen up. This is important. Tag the author. How else? They're not following you. It's not their job to go hunt you down or remember your handle. Like if it's like hot mustard on Instagram, they don't know that, and they will so appreciate when you tag them. They get informed, and then they can like it back or share on their profile. Also, if you get a testimonial from someone, can you post it on social? Yes. But here's the thing. These assets, the photo, the testimonial, the endorsement, these are not hot potatoes. You do not have to receive it one day and fling it out into the world that very day. Especially if it's something like an endorsement for your book, and you received an endorsement, but the book isn't out yet, and maybe the endorsement is from one of your like brass ring authors who you can't believe you got that endorsement, and that endorsement is going to be on the Amazon book description page, and it's going to be on your website, and it's going to be something that you tattoo across your chest. Then yes, you can post it on social, but don't do it this moment. Plan. Take a beat and plan how you can use this in the best way, in the most efficient way, in the way that maybe chops up that endorsement into 3 smaller statements. Usually endorsements come in a couple sentences, but your social followers are not reading all those sentences. So you're going to need to cut those into readable pieces and maybe make some Canva tiles that look nice and that maybe have the photo of the author. Don't just post like, I can't believe I got this endorsement, and like it's a wall of words, because it hurts us. We don't want to see all that, and our eyes glaze over, because yes, you have flung it off of your desk, but it's like you flung it through a huge glass window, and now it's like just coming at us, and we don't know how to take it. You got to spoon feed those things to us, spoon feed the endorsements. So can you post on social? Sure, but be thoughtful about it and give it to the world in ways that they can take in. Question number 2, how can I write the subtitle for my book? This also comes in the form of, is this a good subtitle for my book? Or I wrote the title for my book and so-and-so says that it's not good, or my editor says it needs to change, or my publisher wants to change it and I hate the new subtitle. All of these are, well, here's the thing. All of these situations will happen. You will feel like it's not quite there. You will fall in love with it. Someone else will say, I don't think it's quite there. And you will have to rethink it. So whatever path is bringing you to this question, know that zillions of people have been there. And for every book, there are 100 possible titles, 100 possible good titles, or even great titles. So I'm not saying there are only 100. There are zillions and zillions of titles that are appropriate for every book, if zillions is a measure of quantity. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. But for sure, there are, let's say, 100 really, really strong titles for every book, really strong. And here's what the the criteria are for figuring out which of those 100 are right for your book, right? So the elements that I use with my clients are because everyone wants to start with the title of their book. Even before they start their book proposal, they're like, I am writing this book and it's called. And that's great. That's a North Star for you. But when it comes down to it, you've got to do some competitive research, which I know you've already done. And you've decided the title of your book is X. And let's say the title of this book is My Date X Cube is the answer to my prayers. Like that's a weird title, Allison, but okay. And then the subtitle needs to answer a question. So even if the title was time tracking, okay, in what context? How I found the right tools to track my time. Why time tracking is important. You're going to answer some of these questions. The who or how I found, how you can find, discovering the. So we want to flag for people that there's an answer to a question coming. Or you can skip the verb, and we see a lot of a list of themes like love, loss, and chocolate in the world of baking. If any of these subtitles are yours, I apologize, but you can list the themes that you write about: love, loss, and chocolate. If that's yours, awesome. If it's Z.B. Owens wrote a book called Bookends, and the subtitle is Love, Loss, and Literature. Awesome, because who doesn't love alliteration? But she didn't say how. It's a memoir, and she just lists the 3 themes that she's writing about. So if you're writing about if you're a baker and you also are a writer, you could write about your subtitle might be love and chocolate or desire and chocolate. Who knows what kind of love you're talking about? Tenderness and chocolate. Now, when you have written a memoir, usually people fall into this little itty bitty trap of a powerful statement title like time tracking or The Abyss. I'm thinking about that movie. And then they craft a subtitle that is actually a description of what they went through, but we don't want to read about you. We are reading about ourselves through your journey. So if that's you and you're writing, how I found the right tools to track my time throughout the day, you turn that into take away the how I found and make it finding the, because we want the reader or the audience to see that verb statement, that active voice, and think to themselves, oh, I want that too. How to find the right tools, finding the right tools, or and that way the subtitle of a memoir really should not include how I did something. And it should not give away the ending. Like how I found the right tools and finally landed in medical school. Like, what? No, you just told me the end. And became the preeminent doctor I am today. Like, I'm not a doctor, but you see my point. Don't give away the ending, because it's like if you wrap the whole thing up in a bow in the subtitle, it keeps us from being interested. One, the subtitle's about you instead of about the universal us. And two, you tell me exactly like how I made it through this, that, and the other thing to find the time tracking tools that help me be who I am today. Like, oh, that's like you wrapped up the whole thing in a bow. You told us exactly what happens, and now we don't have to read the book at all. A memoir is still it's a novel about you, but my experience of reading it is about me. Okay. So if this is you and you're working on your title, I challenge you to open a Google Doc or get a pencil and write 100 different subtitles answering the question who, what, where, when, how, in all those different forms. How to find, finding, discovering, how you can. So all of those different forms of a list of themes, answering a question, but make sure that they are about the universal us, because we all want to be on this journey. Okay, here we go. Finding comps. How do I find comps for my book pitch? And here is how. There are, every author and intended author knows what the themes are that they write about. And the way that I look for comps for my clients, and the way I advise you to, is to make a list of the 10 or 13 themes that you write about. So it could be empowerment, health, relationships, alignment, aspiration. I mean, who knows? And search for books about common. And then you will come up with droves that are on Amazon and on bookshop.org. And then here's what you do. You will find super duper bestsellers that you cannot use as a comp. And you will find books that were written a long time ago. But what you'll do is then say, you could do a search alike, like books like, memoirs like, and let Google do your searching for you. This should not take you more than, like, coming up with all these options shouldn't take you more than an hour and a half. I mean, tops. And I know that seems crazy. Here's what I do. I sit and I do it in about 20 minutes, but open a document and do some searches and search for every which way you can ask Google the questions. Books about, authors who write about, not about your plot, but about your premise. And then you can use even Google when you're searching for something and it shows you the results. It will show you the keyword terms that other people are using to search for the same things, and the long tail keywords, which are essentially phrases that people are searching for, that they're typing in. I want books about devotion to family in rural Arkansas, or in the mountains, or cross-country moves, or whatever those things are. So if you're writing a book about how to move cross-country with a family with children under the age of 10, you're going to want to look for books with that talk about multiple children, cross-country moves, moving out of state, coordinating moves. Let Google tell you what the keywords are, and that will help you find books about. And then if you're looking for competitive titles that showcase your your sales forecast for your book. That is different than the comps that go into your query letter. So your query letter comps are going to feel like if this book and this book had a baby, or threw a dinner party, not even a baby. If they threw a dinner party, how would you describe the crowd? Like that's the book. It's not really like a medley of those two things, but it might be like if a circus performer and a great speaker had a party, like the party would be loud and entertaining and super fun, right? There would be like a lot of chatter, and it might be really active. So I would look for books about throwing fantastic, outlandish, like housewarmings in that case. So finding that combo for comps is different than finding the competitive titles that forecast what you think your book's sales will deliver. Two very different things. The two combo, that duo, that's essentially giving someone a sense of it's like this, but it's like that. And I go way deeper into this when I work with people one-on-one in my Buzzworthy Lab, which you can absolutely apply for at lanelit.com. All the details are there. Take a look and see if that's for you. And we can definitely find your title, your subtitle, pitch your book, query agents, show you exactly how I do it, and I do it with you. If that is something that you want to pursue, you can DM me and ask me about it. We'll hop on a call. Also, you can also just ask me a question anytime. On any platform, I'm at Allison Lane Lit at all the places you can think of, or drop me a line at allison@lanelit.com. And let's see. What I want to say is the path to publication for anybody should be clearer, right? Hi, Emma. And it should be clearer and faster. And it's unfortunately for everyone that publishing doesn't have a website like publishing.com, just like universities has, or like the military has, like how to join the military. There's a website for that. How to get into college. You go to universities.com, they walk you through it, but there's no resource like that for publishing. And it makes it really tough because you get the information that you only need at that time instead of getting a full picture. And that's where I come in, and I feel like it's really the fairest thing to do is to share, like, this is how it actually works. You're on step 2 of a 19-step process, but no one's telling you what step 3 and step 4 and step 5 are until you've taken a class at a workshop and gone to a retreat. And then you find out, like, wait, I didn't need to invest 2 years in doing X, Y, and Z. I could have just skipped to the next step. Yeah, you can. Just come on. It definitely is. It's something everybody can do. So anyway, Allison Lane Lit. You can come ask me a question anywhere on any of the socials at Allison Lane Lit, or my website is lanelit.com. Let me know what you need. And in the next quick round, speed round, we will answer some more questions. I can't wait to see you there.